Hello, friends, and welcome to part 4 of the Scale Your Biz Bootcamp. I'm so excited to be coming to you live today, and I've got a whole brand new program with templates, and I'm even prepared some things that I usually only share with my high ticket 6 and 7 figure club members. But I thought, hey, you should know what these 5 magic questions are. So you want to stay tuned through this whole program. If you want to put a number 1 in the comments, if you can see me and hear me, that would be fantastic. And let me know where you're tuning in from. You can comment live if you're watching this live. And then later, for any of you who end up watching this in replay, type replay. And again, it's such a great time. Good to see you. I'm seeing some familiar names. And also, if you still haven't done this and you are watching live, you can register your name with the StreamYard app here so that I can see your name and kind of answer your questions. So it's day 4 of 5. Everybody has been staying so engaged and so qualified for these prizes. We've given out 3 different Amazon gift cards, and whoop whoop, who doesn't want something from Amazon? And you know what? I really hope you don't spend it for your family, but I hope you buy something for yourself. Should be against the rules. You can't use this gift card for others, but that's not true. There's actually been some times in the past, especially, and somebody's given me a gift card and I didn't have money at the time for my kids for Christmas. So I was so grateful. So we've got people coming in from Vancouver in Canada, British Columbia. We've got Michigan. Let us know in the comments. And again, always let us know what it is you do, because you never know who might see it and be like, hey, I need a jewelry designer or a jewelry coach or a dreams consultant or a business lawyer to help me set up my business legally. We all have special gifts and talents, and you're here for a reason. And I'm also feeling this interesting vibe. I just want to tell you, don't let the lies that what you do matters. There's so many people out there. Those are all lies. I'm telling you right now, if you just stay the course, stay in here with me, and hopefully you'll get to choose to work with me past this week. But just remember that you have a dream in your heart for a reason. If you know that you already bring value to the marketplace, usually what we need are just some better systems and some better ways to get in front of more people so more people can buy from us. Okay, so just remember, DC, also our capital, country's capital. I took a train one time from Alabama to Boston, and I had a whole day layover. I had my guitar in a suitcase. I was on my way to college, to Berklee College of Music in Boston, and had a day layover and took my stuff with me on this double-decker train in DC, and got to see all the monuments, and it was just a beautiful experience. And then I got so exhausted by half the day through, because I barely slept on the train ride, that I went into a movie theater with holding my guitar in my hands, and I just fell asleep and almost missed the next train ride up to Boston. But it's the fun way of life, how we never know, we have a journey, this destination we want to get to, but we're not always sure what's going to happen along the way. Even with a train ticket or even with a plane ticket, put a number 2 in the comments, or raise your hand, or put a train, plane, automobile emoji. Find a really fun one. Did I say automobile emoji? I think I said the right words. Put it in the comments if you knew the destination. You might have a vision board, but you're not always sure how you're going to get there. Have you ever had a plane ticket, had something change last minute, got delayed? But even with that, even with changes, if you maintain the positive side and say it with me, it's all working out for my good. It's all working out for my good. Put it in the comments. This is all working out for my good. You're here for a reason. Then all of a sudden you understand. Yes, you guys are putting the emojis. I love it. Christine found a train emoji, and Jackie a plane emoji. I love it. I love you guys so much. We get to have fun. And so it's amazing how when we look at life like an adventure, and we're not sure, we know we want to get there. We know we're going to get there. It might be delayed sometimes, but if you can maintain that it's working out for your good, and even the delay is working out for your good, and you just keep going, you can have this goal that you strike on. It's amazing. Think about the partners you've met, how many things had to align in this world for you to meet them, your children when they were born. It's amazing, this beautiful journey, and we're a part of that together. So, Katie, good to see you. Yes, we have I think it's a bus, like a school bus. Buses are my least favorite way to travel. If I had to choose out of all of them, that would be at the very bottom. But you know what? A lot of people are able to get around because of a bus, and that's amazing. So it's all good. Today, I'm really excited to get to share with you. I was going through this brand new big PDF, this big playbook that I've created for all of you. And we're like into like almost 50 now, 50 pages. And we literally this week, I've been grabbing my webinars, my free offers, my paid offers, and really trying to lay out this foundation for all of you. And today, we're going to talk about selling with soul and how to create a cash injection into your business, but really based around heart-centered sales, around alignment. So if you want to type the word alignment, I'm going to give you a hard word to spell. It's not that hard. ALIGNMENT, alignment. Heart, put some heart emojis. Who wants to sell more, but to sell to the perfect clients for you? It's a win-win. Like if you were going to hold it up, I actually like to think of the infinity sign. Christine, I should have you create a line of products for my 7-figure club. I want infinity sign jewelry. And why is because that's the law of like, okay, there's a lot of reasons I like the infinity sign. It's because it's like it's like water. So water, I know there's some people on this call. Have you ever been that person that just gives to people and then you kind of feel bad receiving? Maybe you're not. There's different ones of us depending on how we were raised. I was one of those people. It was very difficult to receive. And I almost felt like I had to do all these things to prove my love. Okay. And that's okay. We should give to people. But the infinity sign, think of water. If you were just giving, the water gets blocked and it stops you from receiving, which also blocks other people from giving to you. So in business, the law of receiving, like giving and taking, giving and receiving is very important. I like giving and receiving than taking. We're not taking. We're giving somebody the opportunity to buy from us something that's of value. In exchange, they're giving us their cash. Sometimes we barter too. I prefer cash just to keep it clean personally. Yes, the infinity sign. Somebody found it. I love it. You guys are the best. Thank you for being epic and making it fun for me too. So if you think of the infinity sign, it's also love, right? In partnerships, if one person keeps pouring in and the other one's like, no, don't give to me, or they don't give back, it's out of alignment. So what I really want to set us up for, and I've got the slides here in the playbook and you're going to get access to it, is that you need to think of the infinity sign though. And it's the law of giving and receiving. And so you are actually robbing somebody else of their blessings when you don't receive, when you do something for free. You deserve to be paid well for what you do, and then they deserve to get an excellent service or an excellent product. So when we are people of excellence, put the word excellence. Excellence is like one of my favorite words, mastery and excellence, because whether it's a small thing or a big thing, when you're a person of excellence, you want to see it done right. So I just love it. So are you guys ready to dive in to selling with soul and how to bring some awesome cash injections into your business month after month, year after year? And it's especially handy right now. I'm teaching you right before the holidays. If you have some end of year goals or you have some Christmas present goals or whatever goals you have, let's go make some extra cash this week. How's that sound? Put some money signs. Put your favorite money emoji in the comments. Favorite money emoji in the comments. All right, so let's go do this. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to dive in. And wait, not slides. I just want to share my screen. Let's do it. Okay. So if you could type the number 2 in the comments, if you could see my screen. 2, it's day 4, selling with soul, the art of attraction and closing a high ticket sale. Doesn't that sound fancy? I love it. It is an art. Who's into art in the comments? Let's talk about this for a minute. Can you guys see my screen, by the way? I'm pretty sure you can. Number 2, selling with soul, the art of attraction and closing a high ticket sale. Okay. So I like to talk about the flow, write the word flow, the flow in the comments. This is by where I lived, my other home in Cambria, California, where I used to go for daily hikes there. And it's beautiful. There are 4 things you need in place to sell with soul and close a high ticket client. And you guys and friends and gals, it starts before the sale. Okay. So I'm actually going to take you on the whole process. Don't you hate when you go to a training and they just kind of start in the middle? That's how I find most people. And that's hence why I've created this entire playbook for all of you. I'm really giving you the full gamut. So you don't have to go all these other places. I'm going to share this with you and I'm going to double check you guys can see my screen. Okay. You're near an art institute. Awesome. My sister went to the Art Institute of Boston and of Pittsburgh. And she also went to the School of Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. And I went to my undergrads for music. So we're a creative family. I like things that look beautiful. Put your favorite kind of beauty. I love plants. I have plants everywhere. I love nature. I love beautiful things. Type in the comments if you also love beautiful things. You can put your favorite beautiful emoji or a picture of something or a gift. But the point is, or just a heart or say yes, that you love beautiful things. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a beautiful flow, something that's totally aligned with yourself, with your sales. You're a creative person. You love to create beautiful things, whether it's jewelry or your dream boards or just your heart that you've created. That's beautiful because you love other people. All of it's beautiful. So we want to make it feel beautiful too. And it doesn't mean it's always going to feel comfortable, because part of learning some new things is just uncomfortable, but that's okay. Just like you tell your children. Okay. So there's 4 things. Type the number 4 in the comments. One is we need more people to know who you are. Type the number 1 in the comments if you agree. You're like, yes, number 1. I need more people to know who I am because I'm awesome. And all I need is just for more people to know who I am. That actually is like probably the key missing piece. I'm just being honest. So I'm going to share with you other techniques, but number 1, you need more people to know who you are. Okay. But you also do need a system for this. Okay. Number 2, you need clear call to action images and social media marketing and emails that make people want to message or call you. Number 2 in the comments, if you could also get some help with this. Okay, I'm going to walk you through it. Do you like a lot of times people are like, what is a CTA? So CTA, call to action. Everybody type it in so you always know what I'm talking about. CTA equals call to action, meaning it needs to be extremely clear. You need to learn how to post in such a way that people are like excited and want to work with you. Does this look better? I feel like I should make this bigger. Okay, clear call to action images that make people want to message or call you. It could be an email, it could be your Facebook header. That's why I really teach like your Facebook headers. Here, I'll come over here real quick since we're screen sharing. That it's a very clear call to action, even on your profile. Most of my conversions come from this. I do let's go to this one. And there's always a clear call to action here. And we're going to go into this more, but do you see how it says, this is who I am, click here to apply. And when people click there, I actually have these call to actions. That's a call to action. Okay. So number 2 in the comments, if you need that. Number 3, a system to qualify and schedule a sales call. And I'm going to show you how to do it on autopilot. It's a throwback to yesterday. Actually, we didn't go in depth into it because each day we're building. Today, I'm going to share some screenshots of what this looks like. Number 3, if you could really use a system to qualify and schedule sales calls, so you're not being an assistant, or you don't even have to hire an assistant, that by the time they've booked the call, you know if they're qualified or not, or you can cancel the call. That's number 3. Okay. Put the 3 in the comments. Number 4, here's the deal. You get them on a sales call. What do you say? Today, this is a training I literally have only ever shared with paid clients. Today, I'm going to share with you my top 5 questions. I'm not going to share the whole training. There's a lot of back and forth stuff because of time, as well as not being paid yet by you. But I am going to share my top 5 questions that you should ask on every sales call. And I'm really going to flip this on its head to teach you how to lean back and run a sales call with success, with soul, that's really putting the other person in the hot seat, as to it should be. Because you're over here saying, like, let's talk about this from a psychology standpoint. They're coming to you. It's like if they went into the gym isn't really proving to you need the gym. Like, you already know you need the gym. But I'm trying to think. Maybe it would be more like, I talk about this in the training. You are interested in a house, and there's a realtor, and they only have so much time in the day, or the loan officer, and they have a family to feed. Who is a family to feed? Put a family emoji, because me and the emojis today, I'm like, go look for them. A family emoji. If you've got some mouths to feed, and you have some bills to pay, and you have some like Christmas gifts to buy. Okay. So put all the emojis, Christmas trees and gifts and Santa. Okay. So anyway, you get the point. So before this, car dealership, same thing. They won't even let you test drive a car anymore unless you already have finances in play to buy today. Okay. That was like really good rhyming. Why? Because they have some goals to hit. So people are over other people trying to take their time and tire kick. Are you over that? Like, put a number 1 in the comments if you're done with tire kickers. And so what that means is that you should not be a tire kicker. If you're going to take somebody from something, you need to be willing to give them something. Okay. That's just the way that The infinity symbol works. Okay, so I'm going to teach you these specific questions and a flow to follow to close and onboard a new client. How's that sound? Number 4 in the comments if you can get really excited about that. Okay, so let's dive in. Here is what we're going to talk about. I'm going to give you the full picture. You ready? Consistency is key when you are committed to scaling your business to 6 and 7 figures. Put a 6 in there or a 7 if you are wanting to go to 6 or 7 figures. Let me see it in the comments. Where are you? Where are you wanting to go? Let's hear it. Okay. And it's okay if you're not there yet. Where do you want to go though? You need to know where you want to go in life. You need to know what you want to see. We talked about this on day 1, the vision boards, your mission. Why are you doing this? And what is going to keep you going? Okay. I teach my clients my trademarked, copywritten it's not trademarked yet, copywritten. I'm going to work on it. 10-10-3 approach to organic marketing and their business online. And this will always result in more people learning about who you are because it is a simple math equation. Okay. So don't worry. It's super simple math. Everybody ready for it? Put a plus sign. Okay. More people seeing you online, plus more people choosing to follow you, plus more people signing up on your list, and people scheduling a sales call will always equal more sales. It will always equal more sales. Say it with me. More people seeing you online, more people choosing to follow you, more people signing up on your list, and people scheduling a sales call. You put it all together and it equals more sales. Everybody say "ma" in the comments. I just want more, just more. I want more love. I want more money. I want more peace. I want more abundance. Yes, put more in the comments. So let's talk about how do we do this, which is step number 2. Okay. The clear call to action, images that make people want to message you. Put a number 2 in the comments right now if you're ready for this. Okay. I'm going to take you through 1, 2, 3 steps to this. Number 1 over here. Make sure you're posting value-driven content. Don't throw in the towel. Don't just post it because you know you're supposed to post it. No, you're saying you want to make 6, 7 figures. That means you need to be in front of people, and it means you need to be posting. Okay. So there might be other schools of thought around this. I'm not that person. I work from home because I like to control my environment. Okay. Who else likes to control their environment? I want to work with the people I choose. I want peace and calm. I want to choose my hours and I want to choose who I work with. But let's be real. It requires you to work with people if you want to make 6, 7, 8 figures. That's just the way it is. So now I like all the Mo sales and the Mo. Thank you for catching my Mo. 222. Love it. What you need to realize is you do need to post and get in front of people. And social media is a fantastic way to do that for free. Of course, you can run ads. Of course, you could use other ways of doing it, but you have to get in front of people. So you could either go to a conference or out networking all the time, and you don't even know if those people are like a part of it, or you could use some online marketing techniques, set aside 1 hour to 2 hours a day and slay all day. I prefer the latter. The latter I can do in my pajamas, the latter I can do from here in my home and then go work out after, go get a mani-pedi. I actually can do it while getting a mani-pedi on my phone. I like to do that. So I'm going to do this afternoon. I'm going to do some work on my phone while I'm getting a mani-pedi. So this is why I prefer online marketing. It gives you so much freedom. So I think it's super exciting. Just say, put your favorite excited emoji if you can get excited about working on the go, choosing your hours, choosing who you work with. So when I'm about to share some tips with you, don't go all into that negative space of like questioning, like, well, what about just accept it. We're in acceptance mode. We are in the learning mode, and that's where we're going to stay because that's the kind of people we work with. So you're posting value-driven content, meaning what would your people that follow you want to learn from? It could be education. It could be entertainment. It should be a mixture of a bunch of things. It should be reaching out to them, and just remember, I don't recommend being divisive. You're usually not going to change somebody's mind about anything based on a social media post. Keep it positive, keep it on point. And if you want to use your voice for other things, politics, other convincing people, just remember your audience. You get to do whatever you want to do, but I believe you can still make a difference in this world in a positive way by posting more about like solutions versus divisiveness. That is my recommendation. Now, here's the thing. 1 of the 3 posts a day should be a 1-minute video tip of the day. Okay, let's talk about this. A 1-minute video tip of the day. Put the number 1 in the comments if you've done this before. My 1-minute tip of the day. Okay, so why is this 1 minute tip of the day so powerful? Okay, so I have a whole free training specifically on this that all of you can access after this. I just grabbed a bit of this to pull it into the sales. A video is so much more powerful than a post because all of us know you could even hire somebody else to work for you and do a post. So what a video does is just like the way I'm on here and I'm live with you. I'm not even doing a recording. We're engaging, we're live. It's exciting. It's real. And I'm showing up for you and you're showing up for me and each other. And it's very engaging. So when you do a 1 minute tip of the day video, one is from a perspective of being able to share it. It can fit into the stories on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So you can reuse that 1 minute video. The other thing it does is if you're giving really good content in 1 minute, it's teaching you to be concise. And that's also very powerful because if you could give somebody a really fast tip that would change how they view jewelry design or vision board. And obviously you're not doing this full training. It's not like this like 50-minute training or so. It's like you're taking a bit of it and you're like, hey friends, I'm Tiana with TianaSmithCoaching.com. I actually don't lead with that in the 1 minutes anymore. And just say, hey, look, my 1 minute biz tip of the day today is to plan your day for success. First thing in the morning, set a really quick 10-minute timer, write down all the things that come to mind. Then when the timer's done, go and circle your top 3 things. Knock those out first. You will feel so much better. You will make progress. Let me know in the comments what you think. So it's just something really simple like that. Excuse me, I need some water. Whew. So that's what I recommend. And again, I do a whole training on this. There's a psychology of it. They're also connecting with you. And again, when you're giving actual valuable content that is building their life, they are emotionally trusting you. So when they are ready to buy, they're going to call you first rather than even a celebrity or a stranger because they have emotionally connected with you and you've shown up for them day in, day out. Okay. It is not in place of longer webinars or workshops, but the 1 minute tip of the day is a very easy thing you can commit to. And I wouldn't say it's easy. I would say it's a simple thing to commit to. Anything that requires daily discipline as human nature, it seems to be a little tricky, but it is possible. So put it in the comments. It's possible. Okay. So, and then number 3 is making sure you're always doing a call to action post to invite people onto a free call. This is your opportunity to sell. So one thing that I see a lot of my givers out there doing, and I definitely believe in the Go Giver approach. It's one of my favorite sales books of all time, The Go Giver by Bob Burg. You have to have a call to action though. And even in your videos, like, hey, let me know in the comments. What you're doing is you're wanting to get people used to listening when you tell them to do something. A lot of YouTubers are fantastic at this. Like, hey, just hit subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think. It's connecting. It's really building that human connection instead of treating people like they're not really existing out there. Like, I know you're existing out there. Give me your favorite emoji. Also, I'm so hot. I'm going to go turn down my heat. 1 second. I think I might have to turn the air on. Okay. I was so cold. And then I start talking and I get all heated up about this. And so now I need some air conditioning. So your call to action can be a number of things. We're about to dive into that. So type the number 3 in the comments if you want to learn about these calls to action. Let's talk about this. Okay. Now, the other thing that I gave you guys was a mini version in the printable of my calendar system. There's a whole training that I have that's several pages. It includes this, and some other options. You can comment below if you want to get a link to that free training. Or maybe Grace could put it in our comments and you could do that, but it's for another time. I want you guys to finish this week strong. That's why I didn't do it. You actually can print this out. It gives you a daily checklist, 3 posts, 1 video tip, 10 new contacts, 10 messages, 3 calls to action. And a call to action on this means where you're actually messaging 3 people every day and you are asking them to take a look at your services. And then you'll see if you can get them on a call. It's extremely important to set these goals. It's extremely important to be committed and consistent. You can write down committed and consistent. Let's see how our spelling is doing today. Committed has 2 M's and 2 T's and consistent has a couple S's. So let's keep going. So this is in here as a present as well. That's right. Okay. So let's talk about, and let me talk about the calls to action really quick though. A call to action is a few things. One would be apply for a free strategy call. So here's my funnel for that. We've talked about this where somebody has to fill out a quiz. Okay. A call to action would also be, hey, come over here, sign up on my email list. Like, so if I go to Instagram, And we come over here. Let's go to my post. And so Free Biz Bootcamp. Okay, yeah, I want into the Free Biz Bootcamp. Well, guess what? If you put your name and email here, then you can get into the Free Biz Bootcamp. Oh, there's a Facebook group. Okay, now I can get into the Facebook group. Everybody with me? So these are why funnels are important. These all look super simple once it's set up, but that took me days to set up, and I'm a professional. Okay, so this is why I'm teaching you about funnels, about offers, and the final step is the cash coaching, right? But these other systems don't work so well. Like if you don't have something in place to send people to, that means you're going to, oh yeah, let's get on a call. When? Instead of following a funnel that I'm going to show you today of automating and qualifying people so that you're not back and forth between living life, between clients, if you still have a day job because you're working on this to do this full time. So what we want to do is simplify so we can strategize and then scale our business. Okay. So put scale if you do want to scale. And it's okay if you're still starting out. I talked about this in depth. I think it was yesterday. It's all blending together. But we talked about what is scaling, what does it really look like, and why it's important even when you're starting out to think of the end in mind. Because even if you're just like, I just want to make 10K every month, making 10K consistently every month takes work, and it takes still having some funnels, and it takes having some systems. So that's what I'm trying to teach you. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next part, which is number 3. Put number 3 in the comments if you are ready to see my custom qualifying and scheduling your sales call system. Okay, number 3 in the comments. This is our part 3 of 4. So my favorite system to qualify and schedule sales calls, what I've coined a sales qualification funnel. And we're going to talk about this 4-step funnel and process. We talked about it in process in part 3. So I'm going to scroll back really fast to share with you which one that was. It was this page 31-ish, depending on how long this playbook ends up being. It was this. Today, though, I'm going to come back down here and I'm going to walk you through this and tell you why you need it. Okay. Here's the pre-work though. You do need to know what your high ticket offer is. If you do not, that's like, we talked about this a couple modules days ago, whatever you want to call it, about your offers, right? Your free offer and high ticket offer. And ideally you have a beautiful branded PDF that is available so you know what you're offering and you'll be sharing this with your lead. Put PDF in the comments if you have a PDF already. PDF in the comments if you have one. Okay, so here's the 4 parts, and I'm going to explain this to you. There's a landing page that speaks directly to your ideal clients and also proves what you do through testimonials, descriptions, and video case studies. Okay, so let's go there. And any of you can apply to work with me at scalewithtiana.com. Okay, so what it is this is what I mean by I teach the coaches and entrepreneurs to scale their business with my 3-step proven done free funnels and cash injection system. Okay, then on here, I'm telling them about me. There's client testimonials, social proof, and a call to action. Okay, so that's what this is looking like. Then there's a qualification form that asks specific questions about your client's goals and also their financial expectations. So let's come down here. Where did all my screenshots go? Okay, so on the next page of this would be the sales qualification funnel. So let me go put myself here. And let me show this to you. Can you type a number 2 in the comments if you can see my screen, pretty please? I needed to check. So then somebody fills out a very detailed qualification funnel so that I can learn what they're doing, right? So that's kind of what we're doing there. So have any of you created a PDF or gone, oh yeah, you have a PDF created by me, yay. Do you have a system to qualify those new leads? I kind of want to hear from you about that. If you have a system to qualify new leads, I would love to know. And if it's working for you or not. And part of this, like I mentioned, is bringing in more leads to that, right? So I'm going to grab a couple pages really fast because I realized I was on the other page. So let's do this really quick. I'm going to grab the rest of these pages. We're going to do 37 through 41 for today for you guys. And then we're going to get this PDF. Okay, I don't want pings. I want a PDF. Let's grab it because I wanted to share with you what this funnel looks like. And again, this is stuff that there's multiple aspects to it. Okay, Let me share my screen again. So over here, let's look at this. So there's page 1 is this page. Everybody with me? Type the number 1 in the comments. We still in this to win it. 2, an application form, a quiz. You got to ask people who they are. And ideally, you want this all automated. Number 3, your Calendly system. Remember, I talked about systems from the beginning. There's a reason why. The reason I like Jotform over Google Forms for the extra fee is this goes directly to the email and it lets me book in the funnels, whereas Google Forms doesn't let me know when somebody fills it out. That means you can miss out on a lead if they were really wanting to work with someone ASAP. And then part 4 is you're going to give them the PDF. You're going to walk them through it, explain your pricing, and see like what the next steps are. This process has helped my clients up their sales from like 20 to 80%, help them qualify high ticket clients. It has radically helped my business. And this is one of our specialty funnels we build. Okay. So put a number 3 in the comments if you like want a system like this, and you can build it and just kind of wing it. I'm always going to teach you guys the best though. Like I am not into really teaching you like, oh, you can put this thing together and put this thing here and put this thing here. Like that doesn't make any sense to me because I have other things I want to do in life. So what I like to do is save all my funnels in a notes in my phone and I link them up everywhere. And so if somebody messages me, I'm like, great, I would love to hear about you. Here's a link to my quiz. And I do not chat with them until they have filled out that quiz. They say they're ready now to work together and they just want to see if it's a good fit. Like sometimes it's not a good fit and like that's okay. And that happens. But the majority of the time, if you have held yourself in a way online, the way I'm teaching you with videos, with marketing, with value, by the time somebody messages you, if they've gone through your quiz and answered the questions in a great way, they're pretty much ready to go. But if you don't have any funnels, if you're just winging it, if all your stuff's all over the place, there's really no way to know like who's watching you, what they've seen, because you're being inconsistent. And when you're inconsistent, you are going to attract inconsistent energy. Again, let's go back to the infinity sign. And this means to like attracts like. Put it in the comments. Like attracts like. If you are inconsistent, guess what you will attract? If you are fill in the blank, guess what you will attract? Sometimes a giver attracts a taker. So you need to be a giver with good boundaries. Okay. So we'll keep going. So we're almost to the end of this today because I have some fun things for you guys. So down here, I really want to talk to you about this. Why do you need this system? Well, if you're committed to higher ticket sales, whether that's a group coaching program or one-to-one, put it in the comments. Do you have a group? Do you have a course? Do you have a one-to-one program? What are you building? Put it in the comments. Group, one-to-one, a course, or a combo, a hybrid. The same way, and we talked about this earlier, a car dealership or realtor has an application process. They need to know if you're in a financial position to actually buy right now. Let's be real. We all have bills to pay, families to raise, and a life to live. Let's respect each other. Would you go into a car lot to just test drive and deal with that whole process unless you were serious about getting a new vehicle? If you would, then you just have too much time to waste. Maybe some people that fill in your quiz have too much time to waste. And that's why we have a quiz. In the same way, you shouldn't take a call with someone who isn't serious about hitting their goals and doesn't have the finances to hire you. This is about honoring yourself as well as your prospects' time. P.S. If you don't want others to take your valuable time, if they're not ready to buy, are you making sure you're not taking from others when you can't buy yet? Okay? It's very important. Let's hold ourselves with high integrity. So let's talk about specific questions. This is part 4, our finale, in a flow that you could follow to close a new client. Now, I'm going to be I have a whole training for this. It's in my 7-figure club. So what I'm going to share with you is a little bit of that training right now. Okay. So put the art of asking questions or put an art emoji if you would like to learn about my art of asking questions. Let me tell you something. A guy told me a while ago, it was a coach I had, and I kept listening to this guy's podcast, and he was always talking about questions you should ask people. And he never gave the questions, which is because he wanted people to hire him. Super smart, makes a lot of money, and is a great coach in a lot of ways for the right people at that time. Okay. Yes. Thank you for the art emojis. So today, though, because it really frustrated me that he would never share the questions, and I did hire him, and I got a ton of referrals from him in his company because the people need my systems, right? They've needed them for a long time. They built funnels for a long time. And so I'm going to share some questions with you. But here's what I'm going to ask you. If what I'm bringing value to you, I want you to really take a good look at, like, if I teach this for free in a 1-hour workshop, what would it be like to have me as your coach where you could text me one-to-one and say, hey, this person said this thing. How do I reply? So I'm going to share 5 questions with you, but I want you to know that sales is a lot more in depth than that. I've personally done sales since I was 16, learning PR and marketing. I'm 40 now. I started studying more sales techniques about 5 years ago, but I was already pretty natural at it because I believe in only talking about something I believe in. So we're going to make this totally soulfully aligned, but I will tell you that questions, even though yes, I can talk and I'm a talker. Let me tell you this. Learning questions and how to lean back and how to listen to people has changed my life, my business, everything forever. My children, relationships, friendships. Listen to what people say, and not just what they say, what they mean. Because sometimes people will say things, but if they're not giving that clear answer, learn how to ask the uncomfortable things. So again, I'm just going to breeze through 5 questions, but I do want you to know that I'm amazing at sales, and I'm also incredible at sales coaching. I've coached whole teams and in 1 month increased their sales by like 500, 1,000%, like crazy amounts just from 30 days. And part of this is not just from 5 questions I'm going to share with you. This is not going to be some kind of magic pill here, but learning the basics of this to understand to ask questions. One is this: it's going to take the let me tell you what's going to happen. Okay, so put the letter Q. The letter Q, it's your pinky finger if you're typing correctly. Let me tell you why. Okay. There are specific questions aligned with what it is you're selling. Okay. It's one of the most amazing skills because number one, it takes you out of convincing mode. You can lean back and get to know your prospect. Put a number 1 in the comments if you could really deal with getting out of convincing mode and proving mode. Okay. Proving mode, convincing mode is desperate, needy energy, is no fun. Okay. Desperate, needy energy is not going to usually attract the kinds of clients you want, nor any clients. Okay. So we're going to lean back. Number 2, it gives accountability to the prospect when it's them doing all the talking. So I'm going to challenge you, if you were going to ask somebody a question, not to go on and tell your own story. And for a lot of us, including me, when I first started, this was very difficult. I actually told somebody, he actually told me, training me on sales, it's like, Tiana, if you have to like bite the inside of your tongue or your lip to just, okay, yeah. But don't go down the storyline. This is not about you. And I think this is the important part of why it can help you. And then it also is going to help them because they're going to feel heard. And this is point 3, they're going to feel heard and understood and like you really care. And the truth is, you really should care. If you don't care about your prospects, you are in the wrong business, because it doesn't matter what business you're in. We're in the human business. Okay. So I would definitely also recommend you stop saying, I hate people. You can't trust anybody. Understand that if you're spewing those kinds of words, you're then going to attract people like that. And what is it saying about you? All businesses are the people business. So you've got to learn some people skills, and I'm going to teach you a few today. So let's keep going. And so over here, let's go scroll down. Here are my top 5 questions. I really am like, where are all of my questions? We've been putting together, these brand new things for you guys. And I think that a few of these got misaligned. So give me a minute. Okay. Here's the 5 questions that will help you dive deeper with your prospective clients. And again, I put a little reminder up here. Don't talk the whole time. Just and ask further questions. So I'm actually going to not share my screen during this time because I actually want to practice with you. Okay, you ready? So you're going to have this on the playbook. but we're going to talk about it. So let's pretend I'm on a call with you. And I definitely, if we were doing a Zoom call, I'd probably ask one of you guys to be my guinea pig and to play with me, but I want to pretend like I'm asking you. So you're going to answer by typing. Everybody ready? Okay. So I'm going to say, I'd say your name, whether it's Jackie or Christine or Facebook user, because it's not showing me your names. So I would say, hey, I saw your quiz and you filled it out. This is after you get to know them a little bit. Give it a couple minutes. Hey, where are you from? And again, I have this full training and a full script in my program, but you know what, friends, I can't reveal all my industry secrets for free. If you want my full scripts, my full templates and sales coaching, you know you can hire me. So let's talk about this 5 questions though. Everybody ready? Put yes in the comments if you're ready. Let me hear it if you are ready right now, and I'm going to play with you right now, okay? So I would like to know, what goals are you trying to achieve right now in your business? I saw your quiz, so you guys can type it up. What goals are you working on achieving in your business? And then friends, I'm going to do sales coaching while you're typing. You just be quiet while I tell you. Okay, yeah. So you're telling me that you want to get to 20K a month and you want to do that with your coaching as well as this course you're building. Is that correct? So then a lot of times you're also then going to repeat back what they just said. Okay. So this is one of those tips. Okay. So then you're like, okay, well, what would it mean to you to hit that goal? And when you see this in your guys' template, you need to repeat back what goal they said. Because again, this is you listening. So what would it mean to you to hit $20,000 a month? Like how would your life, your business look differently? Then you listen. So let's pretend they say, if you guys want to put that in the comments, how would it change your life to have this course, this group one-on-one program, and you're making a 10K every month, 20K every month? How would that change your life? And then they're going to talk. And again, this is fill in the blank with whatever your niche is. It really doesn't matter. It could be for body goals. I used to sell nutrition products and probiotics and different things. And I would say the same thing. Okay, so you said you want to be in that fit size 2 pants. You want to go to Hawaii and feel really good and not just look good, but you want to just feel healthy and more energetic, right? And so there you go. And if somebody doesn't give me a lot of direction, so let's say Jackie, she says over here, I would give more. I need more clarity than that. And I need it personal, because giving is good. But the truth is that, and I would say this on a call, I'm going to say it to Jackie the way I would say it. I'd say, Jackie, that's awesome. I'd love to know though, for you, I believe that we get to give more when we are overflow. So what would make you feel like you're just overflowing into giving more? And then I want to hear how she hits it and then who she'd give to. So even though there's one question, like I stay on the one question till I've dug out some specifics. So I would say to Jackie, because I know she likes to deal with, like, let's say abused women. And so I would say, okay, so you want to have this money to travel with your husband in your RV. You want to sell your other business. And this would help you be able to do this on the road from the RV resorts or overseas. And you'd have an overflow to still give back your time and your money to other women who are in need. Is that correct? And she's like, yes. And so then I'm like, okay, here's another question for you guys. So what is it costing you if you just stay where you're at right now? And then she's going to say something like, well, all my time is full time there. I'm feeling tired. I don't get to do all these things. I'm not hitting all my goals. I feel like I'm living month to month, whatever she says. Okay. I'm not saying that's Jackie's story. These are things I hear all the time from people because I'm listening. And I also understand it because I've been there. And sometimes it's still, we're working on cash injections when you're expanding. And just because things are going great, sometimes it costs them more money to expand. Okay. So these are questions I ask myself too, just so you know. Okay. So these are really good questions. And then I say something like, okay, so it sounds like you're a person who loves to help others. You want to live your best life, but you want to do that to help others. And that's most of my clients. We're givers. So now I'd like to know, how close are you to that goal of $20,000 per month? And I let them tell me. And so I'm not going to share anything because everything when somebody shares that with me is private. Okay. So let's say that the person told me, I'm about a quarter of the way there. I've gone up and down. Let's say there's somebody says something like that. I'm like, okay. So what you're saying is you have a goal, $20,000 a month. Notice that I'm repeating things. You have these big goals because not only do you want to live free and you want to be financially free and you want to help others, but right now you're only at a quarter of that goal. And how long have you been working towards that goal? This is another great question. And then they're going to be like, okay, like 10 years or 5 years or 2 years. I'm like, okay, so you've done this 2 years. Can I ask you if in 1 year from now, nothing changes, how would that feel 1 year from now? Because look, friends, it's good to go towards the goal, but pain moves us. So I'm going to ask this person that question. Pain moves me. Pain and the promise of a reward. I like both. So if this person says to me, we're going to call the person, I'm trying to think of a name, nobody on here, like let's say it's Esmeralda. It's like a random name. So Esmeralda tells me, which is such a pretty name, like Tiana, it would mean that like I'm still working at my full-time job. I'm still not able to travel with my family because I'm just paying my basic necessities. So I'm not going to get to go to that European vacation. It would mean that I'm not giving the way I want. And it would mean I don't have as much time or energy because I'm doing this other thing. I'm like, that sounds painful. Is that where you really want to be? And they're going to say no. So what I'm trying to teach all of you right now is I could literally get paid by all of you to teach you how to sell. And in fact, I would say it's just as important as the funnels, if not more. But learning how to sell like this, I just want to break this down, is really exhausting if you don't have funnels to automate the leads and to qualify your leads. Is everybody with me? So, so if I can promise you can protect your family, I don't ask any of those questions because I'm not here to prove it. All I'm getting here to learn them. This is what I'm trying to teach you guys right now. Throw out other questions you have for now. I'm so glad you shared that because that's very important. I don't have a script as far as what I'm going to say. I just have questions and I'm listening and I'm hearing. Are they in a place to do this? And the reason I do the pre-qualification form is if they didn't say that they have 10,000 to invest or 20,000 or are willing to do 1,000 a month or $2,500 a month, then I'm not getting on the call. Because even if their pain point is there, I can't help them. You could really need a new vehicle, but the Jeep dealership isn't going to loan you the money because you don't have the credit or the cash. And the salesperson could truly feel for you, but he has mouths to feed and friends, so do I. So when you fill out my quiz or somebody fills out your quiz, I know there's a jewelry designer on here. If somebody fills it out and they're like, I love it all, it's all the right answers, except at the very end, it says, do you have this much budget for jewelry? Do you have this much budget for jewelry? And they say, I don't have any budget for jewelry. How serious is it a person to go through 13 questions? Would you go through the whole application? What I'm trying to do is up-level yourself to work with me. And I'm also trying to up-level yourself so that you expect more from people. I actually believe we can expect more from ourselves and from others. And we don't need to take excuses. And this is not a hobby or a charity. My website does not say .org. Can we have a real talk? Everybody wants some real talk? Put real talk if you're ready. You ready for real talk? .org is not at the end of my website. Why? Because .org is reserved for organization charities. My business is not a charity. I did not pay over $200,000 in degrees, 24 years of learning this to not charge money. I also didn't spend all that money to not charge high ticket. If you would like a beginner, you can go to upwork.com. And so I'm not going to lead the conversation with that. I'm having real talk with all of you as my professional friends. Did you spend a lifetime learning what you've learned to give it away? I sure did it. And here's what's fun. You can still give away your time or even some scholarships to your programs as your charity. In my book, that's a private thing I do before me and God. I'm not a fan of letting my right hand know what my left hand is doing. So I don't share all the things that I do because it's not anybody else's business. This is my business and I get paid for it because I give insane value. And so do all of you because I've seen all of you, I've seen your posts, and you're giving amazing value. So back to the sales call. When you're on the call and they say, no, I don't have a plan to hit 20,000. What I've been doing isn't working. And this is when I pitch. Everybody with me? Right? Is everybody getting it over here? This is money mindset. And I do work on this in my program. So let's talk about it now. Now, how do we pitch? You take all the words they just said and you just throw it back on the table. And with love and with grace. So I will be direct with all of you because I'm not only doing a sales call training, I'm also saying, no, like I'm also trying to build you up to understand your value. Okay. So we understand that we're at value and they've said all these things. So here's what they've said. Let's go through the questions. Okay. They said that they had a $20,000 a month goal. It would mean everything to them. They could sell their other business. They could become financially free. They could travel with their husband in their RV. They could do their business on the go 2-3 hours a day. And then they could have fun. They would have enough that they could also give back to the local women's shelter that they believe in. They let me know that they were not close to that goal, that maybe they've hit 5K of 20 and that's not enough. They told me if they don't hit that goal, it would be another year of exhaustion of their business, of them not having a plan. And it would feel really sad to be a year later in and not hitting it. And they'd be missing out on all those other goals they said they want to achieve, like traveling, debt-free, abundance, more fun, more giving. So then I say this, everybody ready? If I can show you a way to hit that $20,000 within the next 3 to 6 months, guaranteed, plus have a proven system, a friend along the way to get you there, done for your work. So all your stuff, you get to focus on the things you really love. Would you be open to getting started today? And here's the part you don't talk. When they say yes, say, I'm going to walk you through my most popular package. And this is the package that has gotten my clients the fastest, best results. Would you guys actually like me to walk you through my package right now? I wasn't planning on doing this, but I could walk you through how I walk somebody through it. And then I will tell you at the end what the investment is. And I will tell you right now, you don't use the word cost and you don't use the word price. You say the investment and you say the price and you're just quiet. Everybody ready? Okay, I've been asked to walk you through it. So let me go find my PDF. Give me a minute. Why is this serious? Because you don't work for free and you don't work for cheap. If you want to do that, go somewhere else. I'm going to show you how to do this the right way, which is the high ticket way, and it's building more value into your programs, all right? So I'm going to download my PDF and I'm going to walk you guys through it right now, okay? And this is how I would sell. So who wants to be the guinea pig for me to use their name real quick? Anybody want to use it? I'm going to, so anybody want me to use their name, put their name in the comments. If you want me to use you as a person for this, I hate to use the word guinea pig. It's a terrible term. Okay. So let's go here. Okay. Jackie, I'll use yours. Thank you. Okay. Does everybody see my screen? Can you type sales PDF in the comments if you can see my screen and still hear me? Okay. So I'm going to walk you through this. I'm going to shorten it a little because of the time, unless you guys don't mind. You want to stay on here. So I would tell them, hey, listen, I'm just going to run this the way I'd run it at the end of the sales call. Remember, I've already gone through these questions. Okay. So now I'm pitching this. I don't pitch this. Can I just talk to you straight real quick? You do not lead with a pitch. Again, asking questions. 5 guinea pigs on here. Awesome. Asking questions. So when they're ready, and I asked permission, if I could show you a way to hit that $20,000 goal in the next 3 months, get your system set up so it's automated leads, automated sales. And here's the part that people leave out. Can I grab your attention real quick? Come on. Say yes in the comments. Yes. I need you to hear this before I screen share. You need to focus on their goal, not the how. Now, the sales PDF is going to go into the how. That's why you want a PDF. That's why you need visuals. Okay. But you need to understand that you need to leave a gap for them, that they could not do this without you. Okay. And that you understand their goal. And again, at the end of this, if they say no, if you've done this the right way, they either lied on that qualification form or you somehow started talking. And by lied, it means that because if they've seen your videos and if they've connected with you and they've seen your value online, do you see how I led up to this moment right here? Does everybody understand this? Say, yes, Tiana, we understand, comprende. Um, I'm serious. This is like very serious to me because if you can't master sales, you will stay broke. And so I'm really leading this up, day 4, to train you on this. Okay, so it's very serious that you understand the goal of what they really want. And you need to know it better than they do. You are not proving anything. You already know that they need you. I don't need them. Yes, I need clients and sales. Be clear though, when somebody comes to me for my expertise, like I am the store and they can only get Tiana here. You can only get me here for a limited amount of time. There is urgency. I'm not going to do all these things forever. Are you? You don't know what life happens. I could die. I could stop doing one-to-one. Actually, next year might be my last year I'm doing one-to-one. And I'm only limiting it to 20 people next year. So why I'm sharing all that is there is actual real urgency. You don't know anything about life. And on top of that, even if I did this for 50 more years, do you want to keep struggling another year? We just got clear that the person doesn't want to struggle one more day, one more year. And this is why I said in the quiz, if they did not click on now is the right time, and today is the day that I want to move forward, I reschedule the call. So they either lied to me on the quiz, which will disqualify them for future work with me. I promise you that. Okay. Or we're ready to go. So are you guys ready to go? Put like a racing horse if you're ready to go and do this. So they've told me, yes, Tiana. They've told you, yes, Jackie. Yes, Susan. Yes, Christine. I want to know how you can either help my jewelry business take off, how you can help me hit my dreams faster, how I don't have to keep struggling, how you could help me have peace of mind in my life. I know some of these clients' terms. So they said yes, and here's your opportunity. Let's do it. This is why you need your sales PDF. Everybody with me? Say yes in the comments. Let's go. Here we go. So we're going to go through this. Here we are. I say, look, this is my specialty. There's 3 parts to this system. This is my most popular program, okay? It is a 3-part program where we're going to cover your luxury branding, your cash injection coaching, and your done for you funnels. And look, friends, I'm not reading all these little bits to them. Just point a note, okay? I'm going to give you this PDF after here, but let me tell you what it's going to include. We talked about how you want to look really good online, that you're in competition with the world. We have to start with your branding. That's the first thing somebody sees. You only get 2 seconds. So we're going to start with your branding. After your branding, we're going to move into cash injection coaching as well as preparing your systems. Okay. So me and my team are going to start to build after we do your branding. I'm going to work with you on creating your high ticket program as well as your list building funnel. You're also going to be entered into our 7-figure club. This is the most high support tech done for you system in the marketplace. You're going to have coaching with me, support with me, as well as through our group. Okay. If I put together all the different programs, when people buy them separate from me, it would be $10,000 plus cash injection coaching valued at $25,000. Because I'm not just talking about a coaching. I actually and this is in between here. Sometimes they will have questions, but I kind of walk them through first. Okay. I'm like, you're going to have your online presence, which is going to help you. Let me look at you guys in the face really fast when I'm explaining this. When you're explaining this, you need to pull in their story. This is why you need to know what you're doing in practice. You need to pull in the PDF. So we're going to do this Lux branding because, Jackie, you told me that everything's kind of put together. So this is going to help you look the way that you already are on the inside. And as far as the coaching, I'm going to share with you as we're building everything, all these systems are getting set up. I'm going to be also coaching you how to monetize at the same time. I call this learning and earning. You're going to get to text me every day. You can screenshot if somebody asks you a question Monday through Friday. I'm going to get back with you and we're going to voice memo. You can send me a video. I will send you a video. We are there for you. And here's the deal. At the very end of this, there is actually a guarantee. Okay. So you're going to have your coaching with me. You're going to have your done for you funnels. Then you're going to get a 12 months of support in the 7-figure club for the entire year when you sign up now. I'm going to throw in a bonus of a sales offer creation and marketing plan. Everybody's business is custom and it's different. So after our first couple calls, once I audit your online presence, once I figure out where you're at, I'm also going to give you a PDF with a custom marketing and sales plan so that you, and if you have any team members, can implement this. Okay. And here's the other thing. When you pay in full today, you're going to get a $20,000 bonus. You're going to get to come to a VIP event with me in 2023. And that event is going to be, I'm going to be charging $25,000. So you're going to get that for free when you pay in full. That is a pay in full bonus. These are your other bonuses for signing up here in 2022. Now, here's the thing. This is the best investment guaranteed. Okay. This is a done for you program. This is not another mastermind that you get into and they give you all these listed to-dos and you have to figure out who to buy this from. No, it's all in one. And if you bought it all separate, it would be over $100,000. So here's what I'm doing. For 2022 pricing, I put together a fast action cash injection price point. When you give us a case study, this is only valid or you'll get billed at full price if you do the work and give us a testimonial. And then I stop and I say, Jackie, are you interested in giving me a testimonial when you get results? You know, that 20K month that's coming, when you make that, will you send me a video? Of course, they're like, yes, of course I will. Like, I just want my 20K month. So here's the deal. You said you want to make 6 figures. Is that right? This is where you guys need to break this down. Let's talk about this. You guys are saying you want to make 6 figures. That's $100,000. I'm about to tell you that you can get this whole program for a year with a guarantee to stay in the program until you've doubled your investment. It's only $25,000 on a payment plan or a $20,000 pay in full, and you get a $25,000 bonus. What kind of payment do you take? Bank transfer, credit card, or debit card? Or cash, you know, we can meet up. Did you guys hear the silence? The investment is only $25,000, 20K pay in full. How would you like to pay? They already told me at the beginning that they were in. So now they're like, oh, I don't know about the price point. Now here's what's important about the quiz. Did you guys, if any of you filled out my quiz, do you not see that my price points are right there? Say yes or no in the comments. And this is why I'm telling you about your quiz. So what's going on here is if they scheduled the call, I asked if all the decision makers were going to be on the call. If they're not, I don't book the call. So essentially, if they end up changing their mind, I either did not do a good job presenting or they lied on their form. It's one or the other. It's pretty simple. Okay. So, and if they're like, man, like I totally want to work with you, Tiana, but that's like a lot of money. Okay, well, listen, I do have an extended payment plan. We take Affirm as well and different payments. Some people use their credit cards and they've even gotten bank loans. As you know, on the form, it said this price point. Is there a reason why you're feeling, any questions about this? Well, I just need to figure out like how I can get started. Is this totally pay in full? I'm like, no, we can split this between 4 credit cards if you want to pay in full. And I've done that. So you can be creative. You could send 4 or 5K invoices. In fact, that's actually better for your invoice system. But what you want to do is be totally quiet when you explain the investment and also understand that it's worth that. Now, here's what I do. If somebody can't afford the $25,000, I might say, okay, well, here's the deal. We could do one funnel and you could work with me for 3 months in this club, 1 month boot camp, and it's $10,000. But that's going to be 3 months in the club instead. 1 month with me, and we will still do your branding in one funnel. But I never mention that price point unless they tell me they just can't swing $25,000. But the other truth is that I already have a quiz that's out there. And let's be honest, I also do it this way. I said, at the beginning of this call, you told me that you want to make $20,000 a month. $20,000, and I get my calculator out. $20,000 times 12 months is $240,000 minus 20,000. My fee is $220,000 profit. What I'm telling you is my systems can get you to that level. You're going to get like this crazy return on investment. So we can get you started on a payment plan right now. Let me know how much you can deposit, and you can get into the 7-figure club. Once you've paid for one of the funnels, we can do that one funnel and we can keep going from there. So which way would you like to pay? Would you like to save the $10,000 and get the bonus of meeting me in person for $20,000 right now? Or would you like to start on a payment plan? Everybody see? Okay, I was not planning on doing all this today, but it's pretty cool, right? When you understand the value. Now, when you're selling something that is not a monetary return on investment, business to business, it's still, you can do it. Let's talk about it for a minute, okay? Let's talk about a nutrition or a fitness coach. If somebody is selling a dream body and they can get you there way faster, people are going on vacation. People are going to Vegas and gambling. People are buying tickets. People are buying clothes, presents, things they don't really need. Am I right? Say right in the comments right now. So if I was the person selling a dream body thing, I'm just picking something that there's not a monetary return on investment. And I'd say, listen, you just told me that you have been fluctuating with your weight for 5 years. And you just told me you've bought cookbooks, you've paid online programs, and you've done all this. And I asked you before we got on this call how committed you were and how much you're already pouring into your body. And I let you know that my one-on-one transformation program starts at $2,500. And you clicked that you were interested. So what I want to ask you is, would you like to get to your dream body faster with the support from a coach who knows what they're doing, with a proven system, with custom meal plans? You can text me when you're feeling weak. I'm going to give you all that support. And if they say no still, well, then they weren't really ready. But let's say they say yes. Then you say, great, would you like to pay in full? It's $1,997, about $2,000. Or I can take a 3-pay, let's say 3,000 divided by 3. It's, $1,000 a month the next 3 months, and you're going to get 6 months of support with me. We're going to get going and we're going to do this thing. So you guys get to decide how you're going to break up your payment plans. But this process does not change. It doesn't matter what you're selling. When you know that you can shortcut the success path for someone, you deserve to be paid for that. Now it's up to you what it looks like. If your stuff looks crappy, you don't expect to get paid luxury prices. I'm being serious. That's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Nobody that's luxury wants to buy something that looks so-so. They want excellence. People that have money are willing to go to a different restaurant because of the vibe and pay $175 for a steak instead of Outback Steakhouse for $30, because they want an experience. So give people an experience. It doesn't matter whether it's food or jewelry or anything. They could go to Target for jewelry. Why do they want to hire you? Because they want something custom. They want something real. We're done with fake. So give somebody something real. AI is not coming for your jobs. No, you are a real human being with real feelings, and you alone and your life experience deserve to be here and deserve to be paid well. So that is my spiel today, and I hope that it brought you value. I would love to know in the comments what you're taking from this. I would love to know how you're going to get your stuff going, what action steps you're going to take. And for any of you who need a done for you funnel and a coach who cares and will really help you slam dunk this next year, you know who to call. We can work out a payment plan. This is my last free 5-day. This is the last time I'm giving this information for free. This whole PDF we are actually going to be redoing and selling and putting in my 7-figure club. So I've really appreciated this. We have a call tomorrow, is Zoom, by the way. It will not be live streamed like this. You have to register for Zoom. It's a private training just for people who register. So it's done differently. It will have immediate questions. I might even bring some people on camera at the end of it if you would like to share a story, if you would like to get coached. It's going to be an incredible event. And I'm also going to be announcing the big winner. And also I have a couple more scholarships. So I had a couple people already book in for the 2. I'm going to be releasing 3 more scholarships tomorrow to work with me. So if any of you have any questions, you can send me a message. You can get first on that list if you would like to book a call and talk. And I hope that you go out there, you sell, you believe in yourself, and you make the plan to expect greatness this next year and go kill it. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.